Okay, hi. Thanks for sharing the plan. I'm sorry it took me a little while to find it. I've never used the file section of the of Facebook before. Okay, I'm going to turn the grid off. I never used a grid. Here's the trouble area. You didn't name it balcony. Probably a good idea. Okay, whenever I look over somebody else's plan, I start by the numbers. On the first floor, I'm going to go to Edit Default Settings. Floors and rooms, current floor, and see what you got it set as a default. You got, okay, 96-inch ceiling, your floor, why is your floor 234? That's interesting. Oh, it's the second floor, never mind. Well, that's a big plan, isn't it? Okay. Go to Edit Default Settings, Floors and Rooms, current floor, and see what's what. Okay. Floor 0, 222. See, what is that in feet and inches? Wow, it's a tall ceiling. 18 foot 4.5. And the second floor is 8 feet. Okay. I'm going to do a cross section through the trouble area. Okay, I guess the 18-foot ceilings are over here and back here. Let's see what this is. Now, initially, these dimensions aren't going to mean a whole lot because, whoops, well, that didn't work very well. Delete that, try again. I think this plan is so large, it's becoming a little unruly, at least for my old computer anyway. It's acting really laggy. You delete that again. Okay, got that at 8 feet. I reckon that's 12 and 5/8, something like that for the floor platform. And another 8 feet. Might be off a little bit because I haven't zoomed in and checked the dimensions. Okay, that looks all right. Looks like the walls are aligned. So let's take a look at the offending wall here. I'm not going to save that. I'm going to turn the reference display off. And just take a look at this wall here. This wall should be underneath the wall above. And check and see if there's any funny business with the settings. It looks all right at a glance. Turn the reference back on. Go up a floor with the reference on. Okay. These walls don't line up, and I see obviously now why they don't. Those little X's, I'm going to get rid of them with the delete key. You just hit the delete key without anything being selected, and those things would be. You got the balcony cantilever a little bit, but that's no big deal. Let's see, is that the edge of the roof? Yeah, that's it, the roof edge. You know, having zero overhang is probably not a very good idea. I'm going to jerk it out there and make it an inch. Zero overhang is just doesn't work very well in cheap architect software, in my experience. You need some overhang so that the roof planes can do the job that they're supposed to do by cutting off the wall below. So I'm just going to drag that roof plane out. Move the edit toolbar out of the way and set that to 1 inch. I don't know that that's going to make any huge difference. Well, see, now things don't line up. You get the edges lined up. What's that? That must be a ceiling break line, this black line here. Let me see if that layer, well, you got all layers on, so that's probably the case. All right, let's go up to the attic and see what's going on with that. Okay, that's all one wall. Let's see what kind of wall it is. Well, this looks all right. Looks like a siding wall of some kind. Let's see what it says. Siding 6. Okay. Let me go do an overview. See if I see what you see. Well, no, it looks like it's all cleaned up. At least on my computer, it's all cleaned up. We're missing a foundation. Let's go down to from attic to floor 0. Oh, he drew all this on floor 0. Okay. And you put the terrain plane on floor 0. Okay. Well, no, there's no foundation. All right, never mind. I take back my earlier statement. So this office must be marked on the structure tab. Well, for into this room. I wonder why I don't see a foundation in the overview. See, there's a gap there. There's a gap. Well, that's probably because there's no foundation. Just cosmetically speaking, let's go over here and build a foundation. Since I got this thing open, I might as well diddle with it. I go to floor. Build foundation. There it is. And we'll just make a monolithic slab. This is just, I'm not being an engineer. I'm just going to put it there cosmetically and let it build automatically. Looks like it filled in everything. Let's go back to the overview and see if that filled in the gaps. Probably did. Yeah, it did. Okay. The only thing is the terrain plane's a bit low. Let's open the terrain plane and see what it says. 8 inches. I usually set them at 7 because rooms that are going to be at grade. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit better. Like back here in this area where you've got the garage doors, let me go up a floor. Turn the reference off. This should be at -6. And of course, an area like this is going to have a slanted floor, slanted towards the doors and for drainage purposes. And let's see what the floor level, what? I don't see a floor. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's 4. It should be -6. Go back to the overview and rotate. See, that should put the, yeah, it should put the garage doors right at grade. Yeah. And then the other doors, like this one, should be slightly above grade. Let's see if that's at 0. Yeah, it's at 0 floor to bottom. Wonder why this one's way above grade. Probably has something to do with this dialog box for the office. Open that and see what the floor is set to. It should be set to 0. It is. Wonder why it shows higher than this space. Let's check the dialog box on this space. Oh, okay. See, the floor is at -6. All right. That's the reason the door was down there where the garage doors were. Yeah, these settings, this is not, none of these things that I've found are a big deal. And for some reason, the wall seems to have healed itself. So these areas should be above grade. And now, yeah, now they both are. And you put a landing out here. I can't think of the word I want. You're required to have a landing here and here. And then these doors were the garage doors, they're not required to have a landing. But the interior, it's assumed that the interior floor in the storage areas where you just want to drive in there are at grade, and their floors are slanted towards the doors so that water doesn't run into the space. Well, it looks like it's all cleaned up. And sometimes these things just heal themselves, but this in your earlier image was messed up, and I'm not sure what was causing it, because it was whatever was causing that has fixed itself in the meantime, and everything else looks okay. I add a landing here, and by landing, let me just show you. You just go over here to terrain, and yeah, we could use a feature. Put a door landing there, and a door landing over here. And they should be what, you know, specific size. I'm going to shift select those and set them. See, the doors are 6 inches above grade, so these ought to be slightly below the door threshold. So we'll make the height 4 inches and 4 inches thick on both of those. And go back to the overview, which I ordered a moment ago. Okay, yeah, see? And then you put in your sidewalks and parking lots and all that stuff that you've got drawn in 2D if you want to do it in 3D. I've done that on jobs like this, but looks like the building's pretty much cleaned up and your settings are okay. And that's usually the case when you get all the, whoops, got one missing here. Let's go to the attic and see what's going on with that one. The A level. Yeah, see, there's no wall back there. Let's turn on the reference display. Now I'm just going to take this wall and copy it and paste it back here. And then I'm going to flip the layers so the exterior layers facing outward. And then I didn't get it exactly in place, so we'll align it with the floor below. Okay, let's save, then go to the Control tab to go back to the overview, and that should, uh-oh. You got the all on, well, camera, this is camera view set. Attic walls could be turned off. Let's see, it could be walls, attic. No, they're on. Wonder why that bad boy's not. Oh, the reason I can't see the layers is because in the all on, let's go to a different layer set. Let's go to the, yeah, these are new layer sets. I don't use them, so I don't know what. Oh, never mind. I'll just go. Where's display options? That it? No. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's a layer called walls, main layer only. And that way you can't see the layer. Okay, see the siding's facing the direction I needed it. It's lined up. I'll tell you what, we need to go to a dollhouse where I can just see the attic. Oh, I need to go over here to here, and we'll turn that on. And show, it doesn't matter. These are not important, but I want to go down here and uncheck show lower floors and floor overview. I just want to see the attic. So the attic wall is still missing. There should be one right here, and there isn't. So I'm going to go and delete this one. Copy pasting it didn't work. Oh, if this room is set, oh, Wait a minute. Okay. This room could be set to no ceiling or something. Yeah, you got the flat ceiling turned off. That's okay. That's not a mistake. And well, I think I know what's happened. I'm going to draw a wall here. I think that it should be siding 4 or siding 6. Yeah, siding 6. And make sure that the siding's facing the right way. Yep. And that it's aligned. Okay, now let's check that overview and see if that wall's back. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to tell this wall, yeah, I was basically drawing the wall way up here. I didn't realize it. I'm going to open this and program it to be no room defined, no locate, and attic wall, because that's basically what it is. And then it should, the roof plane should then recognize that it, yeah, okay, and cut it off. Now the siding's the wrong color, but that's okay. We'll just take the siding color here and using the component mode, we'll change that siding so that it's not blue. There we go. And the way to keep this from happening is, let's see, what's the name of that? Okay, that's beige exposed fasteners painted. Okay. You go over to edit default settings and materials, and there's a entry for walls exterior, and see if this old material here, and you're not using that anywhere. So I would select material, go to plan materials, and I think that was painted, so it's probably in the P's. Well, okay, wait a minute, is that it? No, that's not it. Beige painted, yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll set that as the default, and then if you create any new walls, then they'll come in as this. The other default setting is over here under walls, exterior wall. See, and you got this old out of the box default set here, and this should be, we've got a wall types. Didn't mean to rotate that thing. Go to wall types, define, and set this material to that, what you're using as the main exterior wall. And what was that? Exposed, painted, custom. Yeah, there it is. And then if you draw any new walls, they'll come in at the new default. So there's several places where you have to make sure all the defaults are set the same, and then the program works as an assistant to you. And if you don't do that, it's kind of an opponent. So this seems to be all cleaned up, and you should be ready to finish it up and go to layout and create your elevations and so forth. One thing is with the deck here, same thing here. It should be set at -3 for drainage purposes, so that the deck is lower than the entry door. Otherwise, with a heavy rain, water will just run into the inside the building, and you don't want that. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Make sure I didn't cause any havoc over here by lowering that deck 3 inches. This floor should be whatever it is. Oh, it's unspecified. Okay, 8 floor, 9 foot and 5/8. Okay, there's 9 foot and 5/8. Oh, okay. This should be 3 inches lower. Yeah, I guess what I did didn't change it. Let's go -3. Yeah. I don't think it changed. And then now you should see a little gap under the door. Yeah. So if it rains hard, then water won't, it'll hit the flashing here and run off and not go inside. That's about it. I think the case is solved, to steal a phrase from Inspector Clouseau. And so thanks for watching. I didn't do much, but I was expecting this wall up here to be missing, and it wasn't. Okay, thanks for watching.